here we are. I'm about to clean a Dover sole from the North Sea. I just want you to know that this side is white, this side is dark, and it only flows in the ocean on the bottom of the sea, and it has two eyes on top. Over millions of years, the other eye went to the top because it looks up, and when the predators look down, they don't see it because it matches the color of the bottom, and if they look up, it matches the light color of the top of the ocean. So that is the Dover sole. So these just came from Holland.
Tell me when it...
So now I kind of look in the light and I want to see, okay, now here I can see there's the roe, so I don't want to cut into that, and there is a little bit of the bone, so I want to cut it this way. Alright, so that's where I'm going to cut off the head. Okay, now the sole is not totally defrosted, because it is a little easier to pull the bone off, to pull the skin off when it is still a little bit frozen. So first I cut off a little bit of the side bone here, so I don't have to deal with that. And so I cut this.
Let me see.
Actually, it works better with this knife. See? See, there you go.
Okay.
So that's gone. That's it. I put that in. This is going to be my fish stock for the bouillabaisse. I do the same thing on this side. Now remember, there is a roe, so I don't want to do anything with that. This knife is sharp enough. I can just cut off that little side strip. There she goes. There we go. Now, this is the tricky part.
I'm going to stop one time.
Okay, stop. Now the tricky part is I have to pull off the skin, the light skin, and the skin from this side. So it's very important too. I'm just gonna... This is a beauty. Oh, well, I guess it... See, this one, I may not even need a towel. I'll just... Look at that. See it? Then I'll pull a little bit over there. And I'll go on to look at this skin. Now it comes off perfect.
Wow.
Look at that. Now, let's do this side. And see how it works. It's very similar. Kind of trim it a little bit so it comes off the flesh. And now I just pull. But my hand is a little slippery, so I guess I'll use a towel after all. Towel. Oops. I gotta do a little bit of side trimming here because I didn't trim that too close there. So
sometimes it's...
Well, let me go in here. No, let's go. I just want to show how you can just do it that way too. And then there you go. See? And now I'm right back to the whole skin. And I pull it, and there she goes. And like I said, there is more ways to skin a cat. Now here's the roe. So now I'm going to be very carefully cut out. Now this roe, there's not a lot of roe in this one, but I'm still going to be cutting right through here, you see?
Can you leave the roe in?
Yeah, the Dutch people like to leave the roe in the sole, and we like to leave it in the sole when we cook it. Okay. However, in America, they don't like it. So the roe, there's not a lot of roe in this particular fish. It's still kind of cold, but this is where the roe is in. But this has to thaw out a little more. If it thaws out a little more, then it will be easy to cut out the roe. But I can still do it like this.
Yeah, try to.
And there is the North Sea, what we call North Sea caviar. It's a little frozen. I'll let it thaw out a little more. Then I can pull this little piece of roe that you see right here, and it is delicious with a little seasoning salt, a little paprika, a little seasoning, sauteed in a pan. This is really a delicacy. And here's the sole as we saute. We flour it in a little seasoned flour, fry it in a pan on both sides, brown it nicely, always with the bone in, because the fish tastes the best when it is cooked with the bone in. When it is nicely browned, then you debone it, and you do that typically with a fork and a spoon.
We'll do that later.
And we do that when it is done, but I just want to show how it is done. Once it's cooked, you kind of go like this, and you peel off one fillet, two fillets, and then you peel off 3 fillets, then 4 fillets. And then you have the perfect Dover sole. Just like we have in Holland, in the Netherlands, in France, or maybe Japan, or wherever. But in Fort Collins, Colorado, right here,
on Humble Road,
we love Dover sole. Voila. Fishy.